Hey, black 25. Hey, come on out here. Wait. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
First down, Winston. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Ready? White 25. White 58, right there. Watch the back. Watch the back. Tommy. 58, Echo. 58 to Mike. I'm coming.
Jameis now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
SOS. Check. Bang. Wait. Bang. Green, triple team.
Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check. Easy. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
To the air again with Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check 42's the Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 42. I got you. Green, triple team. Mike's 4-2.
Now Winston on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. It's a big run that time by Henry. 45 yards on the ground. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go. Ready. Blue ready. Get in the weight room. Get him. Follow. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Come on, dude. 58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
A first down throw for Winston. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Black 22. 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it. Mike 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Yeah. Great. 56. Check 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And some room to run now. Past the 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 17-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Following the interception, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check, Mike 42. Watch the ship.
Jameis to throw it. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. On 1st and 10, Winston. This is the tight end, Njoku. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jameis again. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston complete. It's Johnson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ready? Black 22. Come to my world. Wait. Come to my world. Mike's 50. Mike's 56. Let's go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Winston. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Derrick Henry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Hopkins with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Jameis now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Like 56. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Shoot, shoot. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Funchess. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, watch it. Green, triple team. Green, triple team.
Now Winston. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Wait. Go 58's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 58's the mic. 58's go.
They'll throw again. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Winston. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, it's Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. And the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Jameis now on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. First down, Winston. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Let's go. 18 Gator. You draw Corker.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, box truck. Let's go.
2nd and 3. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
2nd and 13. This is caught. Watkins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. And that lead there for the Rams is extended. They just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
We own them. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ready. Blue lady.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Completes it to Miller. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, screen play, Johnson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Tommy. Green, triple C. Easy.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they take a knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for the Steelers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.